What's up, Denver? It's Coach Mark over at Vital Strength and Fitness. Hope you're staying safe, hope you're staying healthy. We're gonna give you some exercises that you can do at home, some variations to exercises that you might already know, and some ways to make those exercises both easier and more difficult. All right, Denver, we're gonna go over some exercises for your glutes. All right, the first exercise we're gonna do is your glute drive, and we're gonna lay back, drive your heels into the ground. Flow your hips up into the air, squeezing that butt at the top. Control, coming back down. Don't let your hips hit the ground, and we're gonna drive right back up. All right, next thing we can do is gonna hold at the top, and we can go into these glute marches. All right, these glute marches are gonna attack your core a little bit as well. All right, after the side of those glute marches, you can step your legs out. This is gonna hit your hamstrings here. Drive those hips up, squeeze the butt, control coming back down. And lastly, from that same position, you can do some leg raises here, keeping the hips off the ground to get the core as well. What's up, Denver? I'm gonna show you guys some variations that you can do from a high plank position. All right, so you're just gonna get down. High plank position is pretty much a fancy word for push-up position. All right, you can hold this plank right here. Or you can challenge this by opening your hands and reaching out, getting into what I call a star plank. It's gonna challenge your shoulders a little bit more. You can get into an I plank here, reaching forward, keeping that core tight. You can keep those shoulders right under you, core nice and tight. You can go into a single arm plank, holding just on one arm. All right, you can just tap the shoulders. You can tap the hands to make that a little easier for yourself. Your focus there is trying to make sure your hips aren't moving left and right. All right, Denver, got another exercise for you. We're gonna go into some lunges. You probably already know what a lunge looks like. All right, taking a step forward, bend the back knee, making sure you're driving through the heel as you're doing this movement. All right, a couple things you can do to make this easier and change your range of motion. Just don't go down as low. All right, another thing you do to make it more difficult, we can go into some jumping lunges, some different variations. We can hit a lunge jack. All right, we can hit these Russian lunges where you're staying low. A lot of different variations for you to make that lunge a little bit more difficult. Gotcha. Exercise for you, push-ups. All right, we've all done push-ups before. All right, I'm gonna get down and show you guys these push-ups, making sure your back's completely flat, squeezing your glutes, squeezing your quads, making sure you have a straight line from the top of your head all the way down to your heels. Slow and controlled. Notice how my elbows are pointed back behind me. All right, I can make these more difficult by adding some speed to them. All right, get explosive with these as well. If you want to make them easier, you can drop down to your knees, all right, and do these push-ups. Another way you can make these easier is if you can do them at an incline, all right, in front of a bench, on the edge of your bed. A lot of different things you can do there. Our hand placement kind of changes up what we're doing with this push-up. All right, we can go into a diamond to do these push-ups. We can go wider grip with these push-ups. All right, we can stay down low, we can slide to the left, slide to the right. That's a pretty advanced movement right there. All right, so play around with those push-ups. Let me know what you think. So with our squats, a couple things that we can do. Our body weight squats, just act like you're sitting in a chair, squeeze your butt at the top, pushing your butt back as you're coming down. All right, making sure you're staying through your heels. You don't want this movement. You don't want to be coming through your toes, having your knees shift forward. All right, push that butt back. A couple ways you can make that more difficult. All right, we can slow down our tempo, coming down really slow. We can pause at the bottom. All right, we can add some explosiveness to this by either jumping, coming up quickly, or coming up into a calf raise. What's up, Denver? I'm here to give you guys a quick little stretch for you to do as well. All right, so we're gonna be sitting on the couch for quite a bit during this time off. All right, I'm gonna show you guys this hip flexor stretch as it help out with some back pain. All right, keep your chest up nice and proud. We're gonna drive this knee forward, opening up our hip flexor. Hold that stretch, all right, for about 10 to 15 seconds. Then you can pull back out of that. All right, you can drive right back into that. You might notice that you're gonna get a little bit deeper in that stretch. Hold that 10 to 15 seconds, and that's our hip flexor stretch.